Welcome to the PMX Conversations, where we explore precious metals, global markets, and the decisions that shape long-term wealth preservation. I'm Toronto Mike, and this podcast is brought to you by Canadian PMX. We're joined by Annie Chow, Jewellery and Gemology. In this episode, we'll be discussing what to expect when selling jewelry. Hello, Annie, and welcome to the PMX Conversations.
Hello, Mike. Hello, everyone.
Gemology. That's a interesting note that I didn't know there was gemology. So this is like jewelry, but gems.
Yes, it's gems, precious gemstones, non-precious gemstones. It's all about gemstones.
Okay, and for how long have you been interested in jewelry and gemology?
Many years already. I worked in diamond industry for more than 10 years, and also gemology related jewelry industry for 15 years.
Okay, so you're a savvy veteran.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
Now, I know there are new buyers and sellers and collectors and investors that are interested to know their jewelry's value. So what exactly is your role in this regard?
So I am also precious metal buyers in Canadian PMX. I look at jewelry most of the time. When clients come in to sell their jewelry, I will do assessment and see what kind of jewelry it is and then offer them a price.
When you're doing these assessments, how often are you looking at something and you know this is like costume jewelry?
Yeah, pretty quick because we sort out anything that is costume jewelry or luxury jewelry with precious gemstones on top, and then we evaluate and give them the proper pricing based on today's market.
I had heard from another expert here that there's a magnet test that people can do at home.
Yeah, that's right. They can also pre-sort it by themselves with a magnet, but the magnet has to be like earth magnet. It's really strong magnet in order to tell the difference. Yeah.
Okay, but they can always just bring it in and you'll identify it.
Of course.
Very, very quickly, yeah. I can imagine here. What's the difference between natural and lab diamonds?
That's a really good question. And recent years, technology advance, people are growing diamonds in the lab. So it's more affordable to the people. And natural diamonds actually declined a lot because of the economy, supply and demand. And lab-grown diamond actually being very popular in recent years. And they can create a lab diamond in a laboratory for less than 7 days. And it was amazing. Yeah. Okay,
so how does that affect the current market value?
It's affect a lot. Back in the days, like for example, talking about like 20 years ago, a natural diamonds, 1 carat, you're looking at like wholesale price, like at least $4,000 per carat. Nowadays, unfortunately, maybe around like less than $700 per carat.
Wow.
Because of the supply and demand. Yeah.
Okay, so basically it sounds like all these lab diamonds have, the scarcity we talk about has been eliminated.
Yes. And also, interestingly, lab diamond also declining in their price too, because, the cost is much lower right now and the resale value is not that great. That's why it's also declining too.
No, I can imagine. It's like an inflationary measure at play there. Yes. So how does one know the purity of their metal or of the metal of their jewelry, like be it gold, silver, or other?
Yes. So usually for a piece of jewelry, they will have stamp on the piece of jewelry, like for example, 18 karat, 14 karat, 10 karat. They have a stamp. First of all, we look at the stamp. And second, we put it in our XRF machine to test the purity of the metal so that we can find out what purity it is.
Okay. Are there precious and non-precious gemstones that add value, extra value on top of the precious metals?
Definitely. So if there's any precious gemstones like diamonds, sapphire, your rubies, emerald, those are precious gemstones that add extra value on top of the metal value.
Okay, how vital is it, Annie? I need to know, like, that one pays close attention to the market value and trends when it comes to knowing if you should keep your jewelry or trade it in and invest in bullion.
Yes, of course. A lot of clients also ask me that question. Should I keep the jewelry that I have? Is a heirloom of the family? Or should I pass it on to my kids? Or should I sell it to get cash? It's actually up to the client's preference. They can do whatever they want. And for investment, like for investor, they normally will sell their jewelry and invest in bullion, like precious metals, gold bar, gold coins, silver bar, silver coins. That's what they do.
If the gold and silver market value increases, can I reasonably ascertain that my jewelry's value is also increasing?
It will, because jewelry, it's based on also gold and silver price, plus the precious gemstone that they have. So it will increase eventually.
Now, how would you recommend that I keep track of the precious metal market?
That's a good question. So keep track on daily precious metal prices. Like, for example, visit our website, CanadianPMX.com, and you will see, you can follow the gold price and silver price.
We talked earlier, like when somebody brings in, the precious jewelry that I inherited from my great Aunt Edna, and then you let them know, well, this is actually a costume jewelry, or it doesn't have the value you kind of hoped it was. I don't know. I'm very curious. I'm a curious cat, but what would be the piece of jewelry the most valuable, rarest piece of jewelry that you personally have ever held in your hand?
I would say for the past 2 years, the most precious one, I would say a 5-carat diamond.
Okay.
It's actually a loose diamond.
So can you just dumb that down for me? Like, is it a common occurrence that this might show up or no?
No, not common at all.
Well, I guess that's what makes it so rare and special.
Rare, yes.
Okay.
Right.
So what happens? Like, I'm just wondering when you realize that this I have one of these here. Your eyes light up like saucers. Was it exciting for you?
Of course. Every day is different. Every day we look at different items. Different jewelry comes in, and even, like as I mentioned, the loose diamonds, loose gemstones, you will be amazed that people own, loose gemstones by themselves as a hobby.
Oh yes, like collectors.
Collectors, yeah.
Okay, I never even considered collecting.
I'm surprised
gemstones.
too.
Okay,
it's like a whole set of loose gemstones.
And I'm just curious, how do they even present it? Like, is it packaged up nicely, or do some people just come in and they got like a little bag or something and they dump it on a table?
They actually have like cute little boxes for each gemstones, and that's how I see. Oh, you are a collector.
Well, that must be a dream come true. If somebody's going to come in with like an old, a plastic bag they got at the supermarket, and it's like, oh, my great Aunt Edna died. Here's some. What are these worth?
Yeah. And I saw a client give you an example.
Yeah.
They come in with a bunch of jewelry.
Yes.
And they don't know how much it's worth.
No.
And it's all gold jewelry. And then they were like, oh, just maybe a couple $100. And actually, after we tested, we find out most of them is 24-karat gold jewelry. And it's worth like $15,000 to $20,000. And they were like, wow, they're amazed.
Yeah. The show, I brought this up with another guest, but I watch a lot of like the Traveling Antique Roadshow. I can't remember the full title, right? And there is always that moment where people are surprised. They think they have something, I don't know, they guess in their mind, this is something, maybe it's a couple $100 or something. And they're like, well, this is very rare. In fact, this is what you have. And this is $25,000. There's always that great reveal.
Yeah.
So your job sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm so happy to see client. They surprised and they amazed.
Yeah, I say get a camera on that. You got yourself a reality show. So I have a question about what Canadian PMX does. So you're buying all these jewelries, and then what do you do with them? Do you resell them? What is the next?
Yes, so it depends on condition of the piece of jewelry. We have a team that take a look and sort them out. If it is a great piece of jewelry, we will resell it at our TSC shopping channel every week, Wednesday, or our website, 100ways.com.
Okay, so there's two streams there. Okay, so 100ways.com some is sold there, but I'm curious about this TSC, which I know this. I'm a bit of a historian myself when it comes to this stuff. It used to mean the shopping channel.
Yes.
And then they changed it to today's shopping choice, I think. So we'll keep the initials because we printed too many logos. Okay. Okay. But it's no longer just the shopping channel. It's today's shopper's choice or something to that effect. But there's a show. The name of the show, I believe, is Estate Originals.
Yes. That's
and
correct.
Some of the finer pieces that come into your possession are literally sold on the television.
Yes, that's correct. A lot of exquisite luxury pieces that it will show on the channel there.
So that's kind of what my idea was, put a camera on these, but you're kind of doing that because, and every piece has a story. So what is that? Is that a weekly show?
It's every week, Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Okay, I'm going to set my my DVR here. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on TSC, you can watch Estate Originals.
Yes.
And we'll see some of the fine product that has crossed your path, Annie.
Yes, thank you.
Well, listen, I loved this chat. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I'm going to go at home and see what I've got lying around that maybe I can bring in to be evaluated by you.
Sure, looking forward to see you.
For sure. And thank you for joining us and sharing your insights today, Annie.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate your expertise and your perspective.
Thank you. Nice seeing you, Mike.
To learn more about Canadian PMX,
Yep.
visit CanadianPMX.com, which you name dropped earlier in this chat. You can also follow Canadian PMX on social media for market updates, announcements, and future episode releases. I'm Toronto Mike, and I'll see you in the next episode of the PMX Conversations. Thanks for listening.